How safe do you feel in taxis, or do you even think about your safety when using taxis? Well, today we explore how technology is enabling the ride-hailing sector, featuring Bolt, one of the companies that has dominated the Kenyan market. You are rightly tuned in. There's this and much more here on Take on Tech. My name is Stefanietta and the hashtag is Take on Tech.
In the ever-evolving world of technology, change is the only constant. Over the past 2 weeks, Kenya's tech landscape has seen groundbreaking innovations, emerging challenges, and strategic developments that are shaping the future of digital transformation. This is your Tech on Tech News Roundup, your go-to source for the latest and most impactful stories from the tech sphere. Kenya is facing an alarming rise in cyber threats, with the Communications Authority reporting a staggering 27.2% increase in detected incidents. Cyber threats soared to 840.9 million, up from 661.2 million in the previous quarter. In response, the National Computer Incidents Response Team issued over 11.6 million advisories, a 20.9% jump, aimed at mitigating risks and enhancing national cybersecurity. These figures highlight the urgent need for businesses and individuals to strengthen their digital defenses and stay ahead of evolving cyber threats. A fusion of traditional knowledge and cutting-edge technology is taking shape in Kenya and Ecuador. Spearheaded by Rochester Institute of Technology, imaging science professor Anthony Vocadek, a groundbreaking initiative is integrating machine learning with indigenous labeled data to tackle human-wildlife conflict and climate change. By leveraging AI models trained on local insights, this project paves the way for more effective, community-driven environmental solutions. It's a powerful example of how technology can work hand in hand with tradition to address global challenges. Uber is stepping up its game in Kenya with the launch of Uber One membership program. Designed to enhance user experience, this subscription service offers exclusive benefits such as discounted rides, priority support, and special packs. As ride-hailing competition intensifies, Uber's move signals a strategic push to foster customer loyalty while making transportation more affordable and convenient for frequent users. Kenya's future tech leaders are getting a boost from Huawei. 18 top university students have been selected for intensive training in preparation for the Sub-Saharan Africa Regional Final of the Huawei ICT Competition 2024-2025. This initiative not only nurtures local talent, but also strengthens Kenya's position as a key player in the region's digital economy. By equipping young innovators with world-class ICT skills, Huawei is helping to build the next generation of tech professionals ready to shape the future. As mobile money continues to dominate Kenya's financial landscape, privacy concerns have become more pressing than ever. Researchers are developing new protocols designed to enhance security in agent-facilitated transactions, ensuring that user data remains protected. These innovations mark a significant step towards safeguarding financial interactions in a digital economy that relies heavily on mobile transactions. With these advancements, Kenyans can expect greater privacy and security while conducting digital payments. In today's fast-paced world, mobility is more than just getting from point A to B. It's about accessibility, reliability, and most importantly, safety. Ride-hailing services have transformed urban transportation, offering convenience at our fingertips. But as this industry grows, so do concerns about the security of both the riders and drivers. How can technology bridge the gap between efficiency and safety? From AI-powered verification to real-time tracking, digital tools are reshaping how safety is embedded into mobility solutions. But what exactly goes into making ride-hailing safer? Riders and drivers interact with these features daily, often without realizing the depth of security mechanisms working behind the scenes. Let's take a closer look at how these safeguards function.
We leverage tech in very many different ways on our platform to ensure our users' safety. When you look at initiatives such as the driver verification, rider verification, offline trips, we'll use a lot of tech to help us detect fraud patterns and behaviors that can help keep our platform safer. So for driver verification and rider verification, we use AI for facial recognition, just to be able to check different elements of the selfie that is being uploaded. We check for liveness. I'm sure our drivers know that. We use facial recognition for that. And then for offline trips, we use geodetection signals that help us estimate or confirm whether or not a trip has happened off the platform. We use predictive analysis mostly for behavior and fraud-related matters, but for this example, I'll focus more on the behaviors. So we want to assess the likelihood of a safety incident happening on the trip. When we look at, from the passenger's side, we look at the different elements of the rider account. For example, how old is this account? What is their behavior on the platform? How many trips have they completed? How often do they complete those trips? Are they verified? What is their rating? We use all of those to help us determine and almost build a persona around who is this passenger and what is the likelihood that they will do something. And we take it further by being able to assess what is the something that they will do. Is it fraud? Will they use, stolen cards to take bold trips? Are they putting our drivers at risk by being someone who would most likely conduct or perform a robbery or a hijacking? So the predictive analysis based on the information that we collect helps us determine that. We also look at reports that come through around that rider account. So how many times have they been reported for what? That also helps us determine what is the likelihood of them doing something on the platform. We have a feature called Ride Check, where we don't want to wait for the rider to report to us that something has happened, right? So we look at the different elements of the ongoing trip. For example, did it take too long, longer than we estimated? Did the driver take a different route? Did the trip suddenly stop for a long period with no explanation? So we look at all of those elements, and what also feeds into that is we look at where was the trip going and where was it coming from. If a route doesn't have any traffic, we normally communicate to both the driver and the rider that this trip should take 10 minutes, for example. So if the trip has taken 10 minutes already or has taken 9 minutes and they're not even in the middle or they're not halfway through the trip, then we are able to start checking other markers. So we look at the route, we look at did they stop, we look at who are these people on this trip. The driver is verified, yes. The passenger is verified, no, or this is the profile of the passenger and this is what it looks like. And that helps us come to a conclusion on what is happening on the trip or what could be happening on the trip, then we can investigate further. We have two support areas when something happens during a trip. One of them is either of the users can contact us directly. That will come to our dedicated safety support team. The other way, which is the quicker way, is through our emergency provider, Rescue Co. So we partner with Rescue to assist our users in case of an emergency. and they're able to dispatch either medical or security assistance depending on what is happening. Their response time is normally around 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the time of day, location. But historically, we've seen a response time of around 5 minutes. Possibilities are endless when it comes to tech and what we can apply, especially in our business, to help us keep our users safe. So we have an investment of 14 billion in Kenya that's dedicated to safety, and this investment is covering end to end what we can do for safety in terms of resourcing, technologies that we can use, that we can pay for. So it's a big bucket of things, and we have the capital for it. So our different teams are currently assessing what do we need to use where. Remember, I mentioned that our safety team doesn't just involve the customer support safety team. It's a whole very well elaborated team that includes, our support team, the engineering team, our technical teams, all of them are there.
In the heart of Westlands, Nairobi, a dynamic space is shaping the future of technology. Nafasi Connection, more than just a co-working hub, it's a thriving ecosystem where tech developers, entrepreneurs, and digital innovators come together to create, collaborate, and scale their ideas. With Kenya emerging as one of Africa's leading technology hubs, spaces like this play a pivotal role in fostering innovation and supporting the country's growing digital economy. We had the opportunity to speak to Emmanuel Ganga, co-founder of Nafasi Connection, and Faith Muhammed Nzere, head of sales and marketing, who shared insights into the hub's mission, impact, and vision for the future. For many techpreneurs and startups, turning an idea into a sustainable business is a daunting task. Finding the right support system, one that offers not just office space, but also access to mentorship, networking, and funding opportunities, can be the difference between an idea that fades and one that transforms industries. Nafasi Connection provides more than just a workspace. It cultivates a culture of innovation, collaboration, and entrepreneurship. The hub is home to a growing number of developers, software engineers, blockchain enthusiasts, and tech-driven startups, all working towards creating solutions that address real-world challenges.
Our vision is to scale and also increase our footprint through Africa by nurturing more startups and supporting the ecosystem in a broader scale, where we are able to integrate different industries in tech, and also being able to nurture more people who get to into the ecosystem, building career opportunities, yes, and also making an influence and impact through economic, and also creating economic impact in Africa through tech. Our current focus in tech is Web3. When you hear about blockchain, also emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, and also fintechs. So on top of Nafasi Connection being a co-working space, the areas of tech that we focus on are those, and so basically nurturing those startup ideas that are coming through from those sectors.
So what does the future hold for tech hubs like Nafasi Connection?
That's where the future is headed. I mean, look at Web3, these are emerging technologies as well as AI. We're getting to use AI on almost everything nowadays. And so it's, we want to be future-proof and progressive, and you know how tech is. It's very unconventional, unlike any other sectors or industries, if I may say. We have to be very forward-thinking so that we can shape the future.
According to Emmanuel and Faith, the goal is to expand their reach, foster even more collaborations, and continue supporting promising startups.
The epitome of Nafasi Connection is that we are all about community. We know that entrepreneurs, both in tech and other industries, thrive from synergies, and we try to grow and collaborate with that to give them something that they can hold on to. So, as part of the initiative, we have hosted a lot of events to mentor people, to teach people what to do, especially tech entrepreneurs. We have had events like UI UX design workshop. We have had a founders game night. We have had a founders yoga. We have had a bug bash. I know you're asking yourself what that is. Imagine it's a hackathon, whereby it's a cybersecurity hackathon. You have to detect flaws.
They envision a future where Kenya is not just consuming technology, but actively creating and exporting world-class solutions. As we wrap up this episode, one thing is clear: spaces like Nafasi Connection are more than just shared offices. They are launchpads for the next generation of tech innovators, shaping the future of Kenya's digital economy. Stay with us as we continue to explore the people, spaces, and innovations driving Africa's tech revolution.
That's it from us. What is your take on today's show, especially with the ride-hailing apps? Talk to us. Remember, the hashtag is TakeOnTech at KBC Channel 1. I will see you next time, same place. Until then, stay curious. My name is Stephanie Ayeta.